If we didn't do the right thing, no one would trust anybody to do anything.
Wow. Wow. Imagine if we all lived in a world like that where we just did the right thing and wanted to help people.
Welcome to Fatherhood Voices, breaking the toxic cycle. Dive in as real dads bear all, the mess-ups, make-ups, and every heartfelt moment in between. It's raw, it's real, and it might just change the way you see family.
Welcome to another edition of Fatherhood Voices. So, man, this is going to be exciting today because not only do I have my daughter here, I say my sidekick chick, but I said I was going to stop saying that, right? Alyssa?
Yes, you said you were going to stop saying that.
Okay. But we have a special guest, and it's our little cousin from Arkansas. I would say Little Rock, but you're not Little Rock, are you? What part of Arkansas are you in?
Benton.
Benton. I think that's where Walmart's at, the headquarters. But I could be off. So our little cousin, Killian, is 8 years old, and I just want to kind of share how this all started. So it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I couldn't sleep, so I'm flipping through Facebook one day last week. And all of a sudden, I see that he has a YouTube channel. I'm like, what? So I clicked on his channel, and I saw that he was doing a whole feed about being at the market and what you eat and so forth. And then he had posted out, hey, let me know what you want me to talk about. And I was so inspired that he's 8 years old and you have the courage to want to start a YouTube channel. Killian, why a YouTube channel? You're only 8 years old. You could be out playing baseball. Why YouTube?
Because I just want to inspire other people.
Wow. Why?
Because people deserve to know what's right.
Wow.
This episode is sponsored by Aloha Imports, the sprays that make your worst smelling secrets disappear. Listen, I love people, but I don't love their shoes or their oops, I ate a burrito bathroom breaks. And I really don't love pretending I don't smell it. That's why I keep Aloha Imports products in the house, in my car, honestly, probably in every bag I own. They've got Sweet Feet for foot funk, Shoe Fly for that one pesky fly, Smoke Off for smoke clouds that linger like your last situationship, and Crapper Zapper for the bathroom situation. You know the one. Aloha Imports doesn't cover it up with flowers and lies. They end it, silently, like a tropical ninja with a vendetta. So if you live with roommates, pets, or anyone who eats food and then, processes that food, you need this. Go to alohaimports.com, stock up, and enjoy living in a house that doesn't smell like a regret.
Wow, that's beautiful. So what I want to do today is I just want to kind of ask you some questions, and then you can ask us some questions whenever you want. But you're 8 years old, right?
Yeah.
And you live in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do 8-year-olds like to do?
They usually like to go outside and play with their friends.
I love it.
They
Well, play with your friends. What else?
I also like to play other things with my friends. I get to talk to them on a call sometimes.
I love that. Do you play video games?
Yeah.
What video games do you play?
Minecraft, Roblox, and all sorts of games.
That's so cool. Do you play by yourself? Do you play with other people?
And I usually play by myself.
Okay. And just to the audience, this is so awesome to be able to look through the lens of an 8-year-old on just what life looks like for him. Alyssa, why don't you kick it off? Any thoughts?
I think my first question is, I want to know right now, Killian, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Oh,
A police, maybe?
really? Well, we can help you with that because I was a police officer for many years. So we can definitely get you some knowledge. And I think when you're 13, you can become a police explorer. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, in 5 years. So we'll definitely guide you on how to prepare yourself in case you want to be a police officer. Now, let me ask you a question. Why a police officer?
Because I need to help people, and helping people is the right thing to do.
Oh my God, goodness, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is pure authenticity from the heart, just coming from a place of compassion and love. What are your thoughts, Alyssa? What do you think about hearing your cousin, 8 years old, and just already wanting to be of service and help people? And well, wait a minute, before Killian, why do you want to help people?
Because it's really nice to do, and people should always do the right thing.
Oh, why do you think people should do the right thing?
Because it's good, and if we didn't do the right thing, no one would trust anybody to do anything.
Wow. Wow. Imagine if we all lived in a world like that where we just did the right thing and wanted to help people. What do you think, Alyssa?
I'm a little speechless right now. I absolutely love that. You already have a heart of gold. You want to help people, and you're so young, and you're going to do it. If you're already putting yourself out there, you're brave enough to do the YouTube channel, you're saying that you want to help people, we are definitely here to support you in whichever way that we can. But I think that that's absolutely awesome.
And to definitely get you on the podcast and to share your story, I think it's beautiful because you'll be able to take clips from this and use them to also push your YouTube channel. What do you want your YouTube channel to become? Like when people look at it, what kind of message do you want to get out there? What stories or ideas do you want to talk about on your channel? Just kind of getting ideas still?
Yeah. Still.
So are you gonna ever? Because I know at your age, there's a lot of kids that like to film themselves when they're playing Minecraft or Roblox. Is that something you want to do on your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Cool. Have you started doing that yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. What about maybe getting your friends on your channel and interviewing them? I
Sure.
think that would be so cool to interview them.
Yeah.
See? What kind of ideas do you think, Alyssa, for an 8-year-old that we could give him to because he's already has a heart of gold and oh man, his just intentions, everything in the right place. What are some ideas we could give him to help him with his YouTube channel?
Okay, so from my perspective, I'm on this journey. I want to help people as well. So I definitely understand that, wanting to help people, wanting to teach them. From what I've seen, the couple videos that you have on there, I'm just thinking that you can just talk, just use your voice, talk about why you want to help people, talk about what's right and wrong, maybe talk about what you're learning, different things. I don't know. I feel like there's so many different things that you can talk about. I know that the first one was you're at the grocery store, and then you were teaching about, I think was it the banana bread?
Yeah.
That's what it was. I love that as well. That's very helpful. I do want to try that as well. I do want to try and make some banana bread. Um, but I think just anything that you're learning, anything positive that's just encouraging, that's helping other kids.
I wanted to share something that so I had Killian and his mom work on a list of questions, and he came up with 10 questions. And there's one that really stuck out. And this was called Advice from an 8-year-old. And this question in particular, because we've been talking a lot about boys crying and men crying. And Killian wanted to give a piece of advice. And this is what an 8-year-old little boy from the Midwest said. He said, "It's okay to cry." Where did that come from, Killian? Tell me about that.
I saw it on a movie once. And then that movie inspired me to tell other people about it.
Wow. And who have you told about it?
I've told all my parents and my friends and all my family.
Now, let me ask you a question. What do your friends say when you tell them, "Hey, I saw this movie and it inspired me, and it's okay to cry"? What do your friends say?
They just say that inspired me a lot.
Really? So none of them like tease you or say like, "No, no, boys shouldn't cry." Does anybody ever push back?
No, nobody does that.
Really? What are your
Yeah.
thoughts on this, Alyssa? We've talked a lot about, see, because Killian, the reason I really love this question is because a lot of times, like when I was growing up, we were told that it's not okay to cry, that boys shouldn't cry. And I think it's okay to cry. And it took me a long time to realize that. But you being 8 years old and being comfortable to say it's okay to cry and sharing it with your family and friends, I think that's so beautiful because you're sharing a message. You're helping to change the story in a lot of little boys. What do you think, Alyssa?
I think that that's absolutely beautiful. I love that. I love that that's a message that you were able to take and that you're now sharing. I think that that would actually be a really good video to make, to talk about why it's okay to cry. Because like my dad said, there's a lot of little boys out there that unfortunately are being told you can't cry. And I think that it's important for little boys, little girls, just people to know it is okay to cry. It's okay to feel your emotions. I think that would be an awesome video for you to make as well.
I think that video would go viral. I think that video right there would get you a lot of subscribers and a lot of comments. That's your next video, is
Yes.
why it's okay for little boys to cry. That one right there, I can almost guarantee you, that's going to get thousands and thousands of views.
Yes.
That's powerful. No, thank you for sharing that, Alyssa. And then you posted another question. So there were 5 questions that he posted that were advice from an 8-year-old. Now this one really got me. It said adults should have disagreements away from kids. Hmm. Tell me about that.
Um, sometimes that when my parents are arguing, I just sometimes just stay away, um, and I just watch something, and then I just forget about it, and then I just move on.
And so for you, it's like if parents ever have a disagreement, they shouldn't do it in front of the kids.
No,
No. Why?
because they might go on about it, and then they it's stressful, really stressful.
Wow. You parents out there that because we're all going to have disagreements, we're all going to have arguments. It's just a part of life. But hearing from the lens of an 8-year-old that says, "Hey, it's not okay. Don't do it in front of us." Does it make you sad, Killian?
Sometimes,
Sometimes. Does it make you scared? Maybe.
yeah, it does.
See, parents, this is why your disagreements. You need to bite your tongue and just wait. So you can have them behind closed doors. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Alyssa?
I I think that is a very good idea. I think that more parents should have disagreements away from kids. And I think that that's something really important that I don't even know if you realize, Killian, that you just giving this advice, uh, it's really good. It's good to know from somebody your age of what you're going through, what you're experiencing. I think that this is very important. And I hope you know that what you're saying, these things that you're doing on your YouTube channel, this advice that you're giving, is so important for parents to understand because sometimes they forget or sometimes maybe they don't understand how it's affecting you, that you're getting sad or that maybe it's stressful for you or anyway it makes you feel scared. So I love that. Oh, go ahead.
You know, Killian, I think these questions that you sent to us, where you put the questions from advice from an 8-year-old, I think these are all videos you should make. I think these are all powerful videos. When I said like, what do you want to make? I think these are beautiful videos to make because not only are you going to get the attention of kids your age, but you're going to get the attention of adults,
Yeah.
parents, and you're going to force them to really think about the decisions they're making. So I think you already have a bunch of ideas right here. And I think all these videos right here have the potential to go viral. Yeah, So then there's another question he asked, another piece of advice. He said, spend time and go on adventures with your kids. Oh, my goodness. Powerful. Why do you think it's important for parents to spend time with their kids and go on adventures?
because um you're not supposed to be on screens all day. It could hurt your eyes, and maybe you could go outside and play with your friends or your family.
Absolutely. And what about going places with your parents? Like, tell us maybe some memories that you've gone on you've done with your parents, like maybe gone on vacation or gone to Disneyland, or tell us about some memories that you have growing up.
I've gone to Disneyland. I've went on a lot of rides with my family. Um, a Disney cruise and a lot of
On a
more.
Disney cruise?
I didn't even
Never
get to go on
on
a
a
Disney
Disney
cruise.
cruise. What? When did you go on a Disney cruise?
Last April.
How was that?
Really fun.
Oh my God. What was your favorite part about it?
There was this kids club that was only for kids. I loved it.
Oh my goodness, Kids Club. I have a story about Alyssa and Kids Club. We went on a cruise when she was younger. How old were you, Alyssa, when we went on that cruise?
I was 14.
And we went on with your great grandma and great grandpa Reyes, and she loved the Kids Club and would go there and spend all day and all night. So I know that was a very important memory for you, Alyssa, is the Kids Club. So whether you're 8 years old or 14 years old, I think that's a powerful memory that kids will have going on cruises. So, so another piece of advice that he sent us was always help your kids calm down when they're upset. Tell us about that, Killian. Why should parents help their kids calm down?
Because it's really good. Because if they really need help, you should really help them.
Hmm. How does that make you feel?
And that makes me feel inspired a little bit.
Wow. And probably safe?
Yeah.
What do you think, Alyssa? Anything you want to add?
What are some ways that parents can help their kids calm
Oh.
down?
Like maybe breathing, and maybe in books, and maybe some going outside with them.
Oh, I love that. Breathing, going outside, change of scenery, books. I love that.
Those are all very important things.
Those
I
are things
think,
even adults should be doing. So for
yeah,
your adults that have all this stuff going on your mind, take the advice of little Killian, 8 years old, and he just nailed it. He said, "Go outside, get away from your environment, go into nature, into the wilderness." Breathing, very important to just breathe. Powerful, powerful. So another piece of advice that Killian gave was make sure you get enough sleep so you have energy to play with us. And that question was towards the adults. Make sure you have enough energy. Where does that come from?
That comes from my parents. They always tell me to have enough sleep.
So you can have that energy.
Yep.
How many hours of sleep do you get? Do you know?
Um, maybe sometimes like maybe 12.
What the heck? Wow. You're like going to be real energized. That's awesome. And you feel energized during the day. And
I always feel that way.
what grade are you in?
I'm about to go to third.
You're going to third grade. Are you excited about it?
Yes, and nervous.
And nervous? Why are you nervous?
Cause there might be some new kids that I don't know, and maybe some of my old friends would be separated from me in different classes.
You know what? That's powerful because as parents, a lot of times we don't think about that. That your child could be going into, a new grade, new classroom, but then they're not going to have the same friends anymore. They're going to be in different classrooms, and then you have new kids coming in. How can your mom or dad help you to get over that nervousness as you go into that new classroom?
They can tell you that you can always see them at recess and in lunch, and you can always say hi to them when you have some time to.
Wow. What do you think, Alyssa?
I think that's really good advice. I think that should also be a video. I think that there's a lot of other kids that feel just like you that are really nervous to go into their new grade, whether it's third grade, it's maybe second grade or fourth grade, whatever grade it is. It honestly, even kids that are in high school feel that way too. And I think that that's a powerful video, and that's something that's powerful to talk about, because there's a lot of people and a lot of kids that are experiencing the same thing that you are. And sometimes they need to hear from somebody else that they're nervous also, so that they don't feel alone.
Yeah, I want to let you in on a little secret, Killian. I'm going to tell you something. This is a secret, but I'm going to go and share it with you. Just like you're nervous, just know that the other kids are nervous too. So you're not the only one. So when you go into that classroom, I'm going to challenge you to go up to them and say, "Hi, my name's Killian. How are you?" And you break that silence and you make that first move. Because you know what? If you do that, you're going to help to ease them so they're not nervous, and you're not going to be nervous anymore. So I'm going to challenge you to take the first move and not wait for someone else to approach you. You know, Alyssa, I think, Killian, when you get millions of followers, would you let us be on your podcast?
Yeah.
Will you interview us? Because I have a feeling that you're going to blow up. You're going to get like millions of views when you start talking about these topics. And I just don't want you to forget about us little people. When you become a YouTube creator and an influencer, just throw us in a video once or twice, because I don't know. I just have a funny feeling that, yeah, you're just going to blow up on YouTube in a positive way. I don't know. What do you think, Alyssa? We're going to be begging him to come on his channel.
Oh, no, absolutely. I was thinking about this just when I read what you sent in. I was thinking, wow, he's going to take off one day. And I hope one day he asks me to be in one of his videos as well. Because you just have a lot of powerful messages. You have a lot of things that you understand, and you're only 8 years old. And I think that that's absolutely amazing and beautiful. And you can help so many people just talking about when you feel nervous, when you feel sad, the giving advice to parents so that they can understand better what it's like to be your age.
No, absolutely. Do you have any questions for us, Killian?
I have a question. Is
Okay.
it hard being an adult?
Oh, Alyssa, you want to start? Actually, you know what? I'll start.
Okay.
You know what? It's just like being a kid. We get nervous. We start a new job, or we move to someplace new. And even as adults, we get nervous. If we don't get enough sleep, we're tired and we don't have energy. So basically, a lot of things that you shared, we experience them as adults. So you reminding us by sharing this like beautiful advice, it's reminding us, uh, you know, sometimes it's hard, but the nice thing about it is you have the ability to make it easier, because you have a lot of tools, you have a lot of uh, stories that you've gone through and experiences. So although it can be hard, it can also be very easy, and life can be very beautiful. But with your heart and the way that you are sharing, just the way that you want to show up, you're going to have no problems as you get older. It's going to be easy peasy for you. What do you think, Alyssa?
Uh, So I do agree with you. I think that sometimes as an adult, things do get hard because you have a lot of responsibilities, but there's a lot of similarities. We feel nervous, we feel stressed, we feel sad sometimes. And sometimes it takes reminders from someone like you or other people to say, you're not alone. We all feel the same way. We're just at different points in our life. We may be adults, but I think it's important when things do get hard for adults to remember that little 8-year-old boy or that little 8-year-old girl that's inside of them. And I think it's important for them to also play. Like, one of the things I do is I love to color. And when I feel sad or stressed out, I take out my coloring books and I have a bunch of markers and colored pencils and crayons. And sometimes when I get stressed out or things start to get hard, I love to go outside. I love to go outside and explore and walk around. So yes, although it can be hard, I think it's important to just remember as you grow up that you can always go back to playing, whatever that is for you.
And just to add to that, Killian, as adults, we go back and we play with our little inner child. And what that means is we play with that little boy and girl inside. So when Alyssa feels stressed, she likes to color. That's something she used to do when she was 5 and 6 years old, and likes to go on walks. Um, Sometimes I like to go for walks in nature. I have kites, I have scooters, I have a PlayStation. I love to play games as an adult. So, you know, you're 8 years old right now and you're just starting out life. Enjoy always being free and playing and taking risk. Always don't ever be afraid and don't be shy. Just be out there and just ask lots of questions. Ask lots of questions and never be afraid to go up and talk to someone because just like you said, you're a little nervous. Just know that those other little boys and girls are nervous too. So
Yeah.
sometimes it takes someone like you to just go up and say, "Hey, are you nervous? Because I feel nervous too." Yeah,
Tell my feelings to other people too, and they help me.
I love that. You have what other questions do you have for us?
Um, I also have. Is it hard? Like when you're little, what did you want to be when you grew up, and did you get to do it?
Oh, so I'll tell you. When I was little, I wanted to be a police officer, and I did do it. I did. I in my mind, I always had the dream of doing it, and I would always watch police shows. And whenever I would play cops and robbers with my friends, I always had to be the cop. So I did. I did do it. And what I will give you advice from me being a little bit older than you, just a little bit older. Shut up, Alyssa. If you
He's a
have a
lot
dream,
older than me, by the way. That's all I'm going to
not
say.
that much older. I could be like your older brother.
Yeah.
He's old enough
I
to get.
wow.
What?
What? Believe in your dreams. If you want to do it, you can do it. You make it happen.
Yep.
Absolutely. You can do anything you want. All you have to do is just come up with a plan. Come up with a plan.
Yep.
And your parents will be able to help you, will be able to help you, will be able to support you along that way.
Yep.
What about you, Alyssa?
Okay, I wanted to be two things. When I
She
was
wanted to be a Barbie. She wanted to be a Barbie when she grew up, but that
no,
didn't happen.
I love my Barbies. I don't want to be a Barbie. When I was
Okay.
maybe 6, 7 years old, I wanted to be a doctor. And although I didn't become a doctor, um, I did go to school to study the type of doctor that helps people, like when they go to counseling or therapy. So I learned how to help people. Um, that's something that I did do, although I'm not a doctor yet. And the other thing I wanted to be is I wanted to be a singer or a performer. I wanted to perform on stages like Taylor Swift or Hannah Montana. I don't know if you know who those are, but Hannah Montana is pretty old. That's when I was younger. But I wanted to be a singer, and I haven't done that yet. So I don't know. Maybe got to make a plan.
But Killian, maybe you can give us some advice. She can still be a doctor if she wants to. Yeah, you're still young
That's true. I could.
if you really want it.
That is true.
What are the questions you have, Killian? I think you had like two more questions.
Favorite hobbies.
Oh, for me, it's being outdoors. I love being outdoors and going for walks and hikes. I love riding my scooters. I also like traveling. I like to travel and I just like to have fun. I like to just That little boy inside of me just always likes to play. Remember when we went to a birthday party and I jumped on the water slide and I slid down it and was just being silly and having fun? That's what I like to do. I like to just always remember that little boy. I like to play. So that's my other thing I like to do. I
Yeah.
like to play, and that keeps me young. How about you, Alyssa?
Okay, I love to sing and dance, even though I haven't started my career yet. But I love to sing and dance. That's something I love listening to music. And I also love to go outside for walks and go hiking to be outside in nature. And the other thing, I love to go swimming or to go to the beach. I love to be in water or near water.
I like to go swimming too.
Do
Do you get
do
to
you
go
think
all?
I don't. Well, I get to go every Wednesday.
nice? Maybe it's time for your mom and dad to buy a house with a pool, huh?
Yes.
That would be cool.
This time. No. Yeah.
To be one of the goals. So, tell them that, yeah, that's one of your hobbies. So,
If they don't buy it, I'll buy it.
oh,
Oh,
boom!
there you go.
Microphone drop. I love that. I love that. Absolutely. Big dreams, big goals.
Yeah.
There you go. Any other questions you want to ask us, Killian, even if they're not on the list?
You like to read?
I love to read. I own thousands of books,
Me too.
thousands of books, and I still go to the library. You know what do you guys? You know what a library is?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if they still have libraries with the internet and so forth. I still love going to the libraries and sitting down and reading a good old fashioned book. So I love reading. I love books. I wrote a book, which is this book here called Healing the Inner Brat. So not only do I love books, I wrote a book, and I think like reading, it just it takes your mind places into stories like into fantasy and yeah, I love getting lost in books, and reading, man, it just helps you with your dreams. What about you, Alyssa?
I also love reading. I grew up in bookstores. My parents would always take me to the library or to the bookstores. I know my dad would take me um, to a bookstore when I was younger, and I just remember being able to just see all these books and grabbing different ones. And then my mom used to take me to the library. Um, Even when we were out of school, we would go to the library and we'd get to rent a bunch of books and then we would just return them. And so I do. I love reading. I love reading different stories.
Yes, so you continue to read and continue to love books because it's it's gonna when you're older, you're gonna realize like how powerful it is. So I know we're coming towards the end. Any other last minute questions, Killian, you want to ask us?
I think that's all it.
Okay. Well, Alyssa, what are your closing thoughts as we wrap up this episode of Fatherhood Voices, and we're getting to experience life through the eyes of an 8-year old? What are your closing thoughts, or any last minute questions you want to ask, Alyssa?
My closing thoughts, I think that it's beautiful. I think, again, Killian, I don't know if you understand just how powerful you are already. You're so smart. You're so connected to things that sometimes even adults need reminders, like that they can cry. That is a powerful one, and I think that all of those things that you sent in as pieces of advice should be videos. And I'm going to be looking forward to watching your videos.
Yeah.
Um, I I think you're just going to blow up. I think that if you just keep making the videos, you keep just talking about different things, just sharing different things, I definitely see you getting a lot of followers, a lot of likes. And like we said, we're here to support you in whatever way that we can. But just keep going. Don't let anyone or anything stop you. Whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it. You just need to make a plan. You just need to keep going and don't stop.
I have a funny feeling. I don't know if you know this, Killian, but YouTube pays you for views. I get checks every month from YouTube for people watching my YouTube videos. So I have a feeling you're going to be buying that house for your mom and dad with the pool. Like you're not going to wait for them. So if you keep going like this, I think in about 2 or 3 years, you're the one that's going to be buying a house for mom and dad,
Yep.
and you're going to get the pool that you want because that's called monetizing. And YouTube will pay you literally thousands and thousands of dollars just to show ads. So, and we can help you with that. We can help you with that. So then pretty much your mom and dad might be working for you by the time you're 12 or 13. So, but what are your closing thoughts, Killian, as we start to wrap this up?
Well,
No, that's okay. As we wrap up this episode of Fatherhood Voices, me and Alyssa just thought it was powerful to help support our little cousin on his journey with his YouTube channel. And then just to see the questions that he sent us and just how powerful. There's so many lessons and piece of advice that you gave us that these are things that adults need to hear. And the fact that they're coming from an 8-year-old, wow, so powerful. So thank you all for joining another episode of Fatherhood Voices, where we had our special guest, Killian, who is going to be a super mega influencer. Watch his YouTube. What's your YouTube channel called?
Kids can do it, fam.
Kids can do what?
Do it, fam.
So
Kids
it's
can
Kids
do it.
Can Do It FAM. So like fam.
Oh my God. Kids can do it. FAM. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Let's get him on the map. Let's get him monetized so that he can buy a house with a pool and doesn't have to ask his parents. He can just drop that check and say, we're getting this house with this pool, this jacuzzi, and I'm paying for it.
And make sure you invite him over to go swimming. Because
Yes.
remember, I swim when you buy that house.
I think honestly, I'm not even BSing. I think he's going to buy this house in like
I'm not
3
either.
years.
No,
So,
I definitely think so.
we got to support him on his journey. We need to help him with all the cap cut and all. Yeah, we're gonna definitely help you and put a bunch of clips together, and so you can use them and stuff. Thank you so much for joining us. And this is our little cousin from Arkansas. What part of Arkansas again? Benton, Arkansas. Thank you so much. Have an amazing rest of your evening. Bye.